What's going on? Welcome back to the vlog. Today marks, well, we're close enough. It marks the 9-month mark from when my wife and I became vegan. And over these 9 months, I've been keeping a list of things, benefits to being vegan. Just in case anybody says, hey, you're vegan? By chance, would you be able to tell me the top 5 benefits of being vegan that you've experienced? And I can say, you're in luck. Well, the first thing is, what is being a vegan? What does that mean? Because there's still people out there that aren't quite sure what that means. Family get-togethers, they still ask me, can I have this or can I not have this? Being vegan is no animal products. If it has a face or it ever had a face, you don't eat it. Or you don't eat anything that comes from it. Yes, that includes eggs, milk, cheese, yogurt, any dairy products, any type of animal, flesh. You don't eat it if you're vegan. I am trying to be a whole food plant-based vegan. So you can be, I'm trying to stay away from the processed foods as much as possible. There's a lot of like fake meat and stuff on the market right now that I'm trying to avoid mostly, but let's get into it. Number 5, more energy. So I will be honest with you, I've got more energy. I still drink coffee like a fiend, but before being vegan, I wasn't able to function until I had my first cup of coffee. And now I don't have coffee usually until like the afternoon. I just have more energy because the food that I'm eating is more calorie dense. It's not a bunch of empty calorie junk food anymore. I'm eating things that actually work for my body. I put stuff in my body that gives me energy. Go figure. You eat food that gives you energy and then you don't need all these supplements. You don't need caffeine and 5-hour energies and monster energies. You don't need all this extra stuff when you eat food that gives you energy. Makes sense to me. Number 4, weight loss. So I'm not gonna guarantee if you go vegan, you're gonna lose weight because there are bad ways to be vegan. You can eat Oreos all day and potato chips and French fries and fake vegan chicken and stuff like that. You can eat terribly and still be vegan. You've seen vegans that don't look the best. So it's entirely possible. Just because something's vegan doesn't mean it's healthy. But since switching over to a plant-based, whole food plant-based diet, I have lost 45 pounds. There was no extra exercise. I do exercise, walking quite a bit, and I move around a lot. I don't have a sedentary lifestyle, but just filling my body with nutritious plants, it made me shed the pounds down because now granted, I wasn't a healthy eater before going vegan. If you're a healthy eater and you're health conscious and you're not vegan, simply stopping eating meat and cheese, you might not drop a bunch of weight. But if you're like me and you just are eating garbage all day, and then you switch to a whole food plant-based diet, you're probably gonna lose some weight. Number 3, I've expanded my palate like crazy. Things that I used to declare are the devil. I used to say, oh, hummus is the devil. Oh my God, I love hummus so much. Hummus should be its own food group. I have realized when I first heard about being vegan, I thought it was about depriving yourself. You hear people say all the time, well, I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well eat bacon while I'm alive. No, no. It's not about deprivation. Being vegan isn't about what you can't have. It's the things that you'll eat because you have to get creative, or things that you will substitute. For example, a lot of my go-to comfort foods have cheese in it. And so I can't have that anymore. I have to have something else. I have to fill my body with something. So I got rid of all the junk that I was eating and I started eating healthier. I cut out pizza rolls and most pizzas and all that junk food garbage that I used to eat all the time, and it forces me to try new things. Like, I love spinach now and broccoli and oatmeal. I never ate oatmeal. I love oatmeal. Big heaping salads with kale and spinach and walnuts. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I would put walnuts on my salads, I would have probably punched you right in the throat. There's no way, no way. I eat all types of legumes and beans and all kinds of weird stuff that I never thought that I would have eaten. You see me at a family get-together, my plate is full of the relish tray that nobody eats. Oh yeah, I'm eating it. Number 2, I've saved a lot of money. Now, if you can get overwhelmed if you go in the grocery store and you see all these vegan products that are really expensive, or if you're going to Whole Foods or these expensive grocery stores that have a ton of organic groceries, you might get overwhelmed. It is entirely possible to be a budget vegan. What I mean by that is shop in the outside of the grocery store. Don't go on the aisles, all the processed stuff. Stay in the produce section. You can get Fruits and veggies don't have to be that expensive. Something that a real money saver for us is buying frozen berries instead of the fresh ones. Buy frozen berries because then they keep all week and they don't go bad if you don't use them. Because we're vegan, at least where I live, my restaurant options are very limited. We used to go out to eat 2-3 times a week, every single week. Never failed. Now we don't, because we don't have as many options. Well, we can get Subway, a veggie sub, or we can get Pizza Hut with no cheese and the thin crust. We have very few options. Chinese without the chicken, very few options. And so we started, look, let's just eat out less and expand our grocery budget just a little bit, and we've saved a lot of money. We can't just swing through McDonald's because there's literally nothing that we can have at McDonald's. I think the fries aren't even vegan at McDonald's. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we've saved a ton of money by not eating out so much. And the number one benefit to being vegan that I found is I'm just generally overall happier. Why? Why would that possibly be? Well, because becoming vegan has really opened my eyes to a lot of things in the food industry. I've learned a lot. I've educated myself a lot about nutrition and health and diet and exercise. And I've found this new desire, this new passion in life to be healthy and to teach people how to be healthy from my experiences and to talk about food and being vegan. It's it gives me, it fulfills me. And so I just feel happier. I am putting good things in my body and I am a happier person because of it. To me, it makes all the sense in the world. These things grow naturally on our planet. We're meant to eat them. Plants where it's not, it's not processed and it's not all these chemicals added in that you don't know what. Being vegan, you have to read the labels on everything. So I'm educating myself on what types of, you look at a box of something and you have to know all the ingredients in it. I've educated myself on vitamins and minerals that I need in my body. And it's just made me a general, overall happier person that gives my life just a bit more purpose and meaning when I am being cognizant of my own actions on the earth and on other creatures and my own health and helping people and trying to communicate to people about it as well makes me happier, and being healthy makes me happy. I mean, that kind of makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, number one, being happier. I mean, it's a win-win situation. Bonus tip. So I'm not an expert on all the facts and all the research behind being vegan, but there are many of the top diseases that kill people today that can be reversed or eliminated by eating a plant-based diet. And so if you're interested in that at all, I'll link some videos in this description to people who are way smarter than me that want to talk about this. A lot of professionals out there that can give you a lot of information on why it's so important to be vegan and what it can do for your health. And lots of interesting studies and numbers that I'm not gonna go into on this video, but if you're interested at all, it will be linked in the description below. If you liked this video, please like it. It really does help. And consider subscribing. My wife and I, we're getting ready to have our first child. We're gonna raise him as a vegan, and it's gonna be a wild, crazy ride, and we'd love to have you along with us. So, thanks for watching. Find your gift, share it with the world, and remember, you are worth it. See you tomorrow.